So do you feel this COVID-19 moment similar to Trump? If it's activating, it's triggering people, there's something there for them. And
Totally.
and so how do they channel that? Because I'm talking to artists every day and
Yeah.
I'm hearing similar stories about being stuck. And if you dig a little, if you just observe, under the stuck is
Yeah.
a rumbling, a deep
Yeah.
rumbling.
Yeah.
And so what can they do to boom? How do they let the energy come through in a productive way?
Well, look, we're in the unknown, right? That's what this is bringing up. Nobody knows what the world is going to look like on the other side of this. There's going to be massive change. We can all feel that some shift is happening, that maybe some of the old structures, the internal and external, are going to be crumbling down. Like new things are going to want to emerge. And I think when we're in the unknown, you can't really plan things out. You can't really know. You just have to jump in and go. So my advice to all people, artists especially, but anybody who wants to start a business, it's like you have to trust your instinct, trust the impulse, like really feel into if there's something that wants to come through you, like you have to believe in it. If you have an idea, if you have this thing that you want to create, this thing you want to do, and it's sticking with you, if it's staying in your mind, you can't get rid of it. I would say to people, it's your obligation to follow it. You've got to try to bring that into existence. And all you can do is the best you can, but you can't know what it's going to be. You're never going to know what it is exactly when you start. And for me, that's the hardest part about being an artist. And it's the thing that the work that I've done has taught me is just enter in, learn to tolerate the unknown, learn to navigate it, and just follow the energy. Just trust that things are going to unfold in some kind of way that you can't possibly plan for. But I think the thing to do is just to do something, to make a move. Don't stand still. Now is the time to create. Now, if you're getting a message to be still and not do anything, well, I would trust that as well. But for those who have this rumbling, right? And maybe what's underneath the rumbling is something that is going to provoke your friends. It might provoke your own belief system, confront all kinds of things. And people are scared of that. But I think a lot of the thinking is going to change. I think a lot of the systems are going to change. I think there's going to be a lot of upset. But I just say to people, just trust whatever wants to come. Don't try to make sense of things logically with your mind, because you're never going to, we can't do it right now. But there's so much energy in the world, and there's a collective consciousness, I believe. And if you tune into it and you feel what wants to come through you, just let it come.
Yeah.
It's in some way, it's not up to you. It's not up to you. You have to say yes to what wants to come through you and trust it and just let it flow through you.
So it's up to the thing coming through you?
Yeah. It's like, and you could call that surrendering to God, surrendering to your higher self, surrendering your creative energy, whatever label you want to put on it. But you got to get your ego out of the way, and any judgment you have about it out of the way, like any identity that you have around it as well. Like old identities, that's another thing that I think is happening. Like I can feel it in me. It's like there's an old way that I see myself. It's like it's not useful. And I don't know who this new person is that wants to emerge, in this new time and my new age and all of that. But it's like it's not really in a sense up to me. I just have to give over to it and let it happen.